Nur Syahidah Alim is a Singaporean national athlete who competes in archery. In 2019, she became the world's number one para-archer. She also has the unique distinction of being the first archer ever to represent Singapore at the Paralympics. In June 2019, she became the first Singaporean in history to become a world champion in para-archery, winning a gold medal at the 2019 World Archery Para Championships in Netherlands. In October that year, she became the world-ranked number one Paralympic archer in the individual compound women open rankings. Syahidah Alim was named Sportswoman of the Year at the 2020 Singapore Disability Sports Awards for her accomplishments over the years. But did you know she was discouraged from playing sport at school? Or that she faced bullying and rejection at many levels due to her disability? In the story of courage, hardship, and perseverance, you will find out how Shahida went from a young girl who was told she was weak to become the top para archer in the world. Shahida's story encapsulates the Paralympic values: courage, determination, inspiration, and quality. When Nur Syahidah Alim was little, everyone called her Shahida. She wanted to travel to faraway lands someday, to visit places with different cultures and meet people with interesting stories. They were big dreams for little Shahida. She had no clue how to give them wings. Ma, will my dreams come to life? Zahara, her mother said, with a sparkle in her eyes. It depends on what you decide. Then she drew a big circle on the floor with the word promise. Never stop believing you can. Stay focused and work hard for them. Zahara beckoned her daughter to step inside the circle, and Shahida did. But cerebral palsy made Shahida feel like giving up sometimes. She couldn't walk or run as well as her classmates, no matter how hard she tried. It made her feel even smaller inside. Never stop believing you can, she told herself now and then. Her classmates didn't make it easier. They called her names and made jokes about her. Loser! Downer! You can't play like we do. You don't fit in. Shahida felt bad. Very, very bad. And even though none of it was true at all, she believed it so because she was too small. Until one day, Shahida learned to swim. That became her frolic. That became her fun. It gave her strength and lots of freedom. But little Shahida didn't know swimming was just a beginning, the start of a path towards her dream. When Shahida was in her teens, she discovered a bow. She placed an arrow and pulled the bowstring. Off the arrow went, piercing the wind. She took her first shot, hitting the center spot. With time, her love for archery was taking her somewhere, but she wasn't sure how. She wasn't sure where. From momentary exhilaration to unstoppable passion, Shahida's practice got longer. Week after week, her body grew stronger. Arrow after arrow, her focus became better. Time and time again, she hit the bullseye and found the courage to face fiercer fights. Nur Syahidah Alim in the news.
Outstanding para-athletes were recognised tonight at the Singapore Disability Sports Awards. The event was held virtually for the first time and included 9 different categories. Para-bowler Eric Fu was the night's biggest winner, bagging Sportsman of the Year and Team of the Year. His accolades include 2 individual medals and 2 team medals as last year's World Para Bowling Championships series. And meantime, para-archer Nur Syahidah Alim was awarded Sportswoman of the Year. She won top spot at last year's World and Asian Para-Archery Championships.
I think there's many ways that we can help to encourage more development of para sports in Singapore. One is definitely to increase awareness on the para sports, and that will help to encourage more people with disabilities to participate in para sports, and hopefully they can further their passions towards competitive sports.
Shahidah's victories boosted her confidence. Her losses trained her perseverance. These gave Shahidah's dreams their wings and more. Her story brought inspiration to the rest of the nation. To master the courage to try, to build the determination for goals, but most important of all, to never let others make you feel small. When Nur Syahidah Alim was little, everyone called her Syahidah. They still call her Syahidah, but she is not little anymore. She is one of the world's best archers, and she is from Singapore. Here are some pictures of Shahidah's sporting achievements over the years.
They will say, oh, you're not fast enough, you're going to make us lose. It was kind of sad to hear that. It can get quite lonely. I sometimes get jealous of other classmates who is able to do all that. I feel that I'm missing out quite a lot. Hi, my name is Syahidah Alim and I am current world #1 para-archer. I've beaten 71 archers in the world to get here. Very feisty, like saying currently #1. For me, my process is like a form of art. Before the start of every shoot, I will tell myself to breathe in confidence and breathe out anxiety from entering the shooting line, marking my arrow, drawing my bow, anchoring, aiming, rotating my back, all the way to my follow through. And imagine myself hitting the X all the time. I do feel proud of my achievements, but I don't want to brag about it too much. I was born with cerebral palsy, and it is a condition that affects the lower half of my body, which is my legs. I have difficulty in walking and standing for long periods of time, and which is why that during competitions I will be shooting with a stool. At home, my family believes that I should be living independently, so they don't give me any preferential treatment. There's no such thing as saying, I can't do it, I can't do that, I can't do this. It's as if I was normal at home. But I think when I started school at the age of 6, 7, I can feel that people are not being very open to me. It was very hard to make friends when kids are like playing ball or playing badminton, and I wanted to try out being in the team. They will say, oh, you're not fast enough, you're going to make us lose. It was kind of sad to hear that. It can get quite lonely. I sometimes get jealous of other classmates who is able to do all that. I feel that I'm missing out quite a lot. But I learned how to swim from the age of 9 all the way until 11 because my mom was a real badass. She actually took me to the swimming pool and she managed to persuade a swimming instructor to take me on. She was saying that if you take on me, then you also take on my sister and her friend as well. So there was like 3-in-1 deal. He said, okay, he'll give it a shot. And that was my start of, experiencing trying out sports. I'm really appreciative for her for being there for me. Thanks to her, I become more confident to take the leap to pursue sports, and that's where I am now. Whatever I do is to touch the people through extraordinary feats. For others who doesn't know who I am and my condition, they will find that it is abnormal. And they will have the impression that as a person with disability, we can't do the things that normal people do. But that's where the trait that I get from my mom, to be strong and nothing is impossible, it gives me that sense of confidence that I can do as what an able person can do as well. Because the word normal is relative.
For all the little kiddos out there, life is an adventure. Be free to explore and enjoy every moment of it. By Nur Syahidah Alim. Now, let us spend some time to discuss on what we can learn from Nur Syahidah Alim's story.